All right, class, today I'm going to show you just a couple of things that'll make it easier for us to use Desmos today during this lesson. When we get ready to start, this is the slide that you will see. It's going to direct you to go to this website right here. So pretty easily we can just type that into the address bar. You're going to need that code, and like I said, that slide will be up there on the screen, so you don't have to memorize it or anything. For TUHV, we'll go right into that box. You will click on Join. And as you can see, it's asking me if I want to continue the activity. That's because I've already signed into it. It's not going to ask this question of you. There will be a box for you to put your name in. I'm going to ask that you put your first name in there so that we can keep track of where everybody is. During the lesson, we'll have that up on the board for everyone to see. And if it asks you for an email address, you do not have to enter that. You can actually sign in without an email address. So over here on the left, you can see you've got a set of, this is a coordinate table. This is the first screen we're going to be on. This is where you're going to find your instructions for most of the lesson over here on the left hand side. If I click on this arrow up here at the top, it's going to take me to the second slide, and you can see in the coordinate plane I have the capability of pinch and to zoom. I'm going to expand just like you're used to using on your phone. I can also change the size of the coordinate plane by using the plus or minus signs that are over on the right hand side of the screen. You can't see those, but they're just over here out of view on the right hand side. In our set of instructions that we've already talked about, these round buttons will always do things for you. So if I click on play, this slider starts moving automatically. I can also move that slider manually by just clicking on the bar. I can turn things on and off by clicking on these circles. I can make things either appear or disappear. And then, like I said, there is coordinate tables here that will help you in investigating during this lesson. There are going to be some slides where you're asked to type in an answer. Your classmates will be able to see what you type in. A couple of those. And then we have another slide here that looks like the same thing. I can turn things off and on using the menu over on the left-hand side. I can actually turn these points off if I want to. You can see that they disappear on the screen. There is a bunch of points in this one. I also want to point out here that you actually have a set of instructions. Right here is where you learn what you're supposed to do with your worksheet. It's being handed out to you right now. On the next slide, you just see another box where you're asked to type in an answer. And then on the last slide we're going to use for today's lesson, again, you see a set of instructions, and you're asked to actually put coordinates into a table. And I can do that by just clicking right here underneath that X sub 2. I can either type in numbers using my keyboard on my computer, like let's say I want to plot the point 6 for my X and let's say 4 for my Y. Once I hit enter, it's actually going to plot a point over here on the graph. You can probably barely see it. It might even be out of the screen view. So let's change that. Let's do 2 and 1. And you can see that point got plotted right here. It's very tiny. It's probably hard to see on this video, but it will plot those points for you. Like I said, you can do that using the keyboard on the Chromebook, or you can use this keyboard right down here at the bottom of the screen if you so choose. And then the further I go down in the table, the more points I can enter. If I keep hitting enter, I can add as many or as few as I would like. So this completes our instructional video for our Desmos lesson today. Of course, if you have any questions, please make sure you use your red cup, and we will get around to you as quickly as possible. That way this is hopefully a technology problemless lesson today.